to my YouTube channel. Our today's topic is meiosis cell division. In our previous video, we learned mitosis cell division along with the interphase and all the essential phase necessary for the division of cell. In this video, we are going to start the meiosis cell division. So, before start the meiosis cell division, the process of the meiosis cell division, we should know the place of occurrence of the meiosis cell division and the purpose of the meiosis cell division. So, meiosis cell division exclusively happened in gamete mother cell in all higher class living organism and all other organism too. So, gamete mother cell is the exclusive place for the meiosis cell division. And what is the purpose of the meiosis cell division? The purpose of meiosis cell division is to produce gamete. And when gamete mother cell produce gamete through meiosis cell division, it produce the half number of chromosome. So, through meiosis, the chromosome number produced is half. That is, through meiosis, we get haploid set of chromosome number. The cell with haploid set of chromosome number. Okay, now let's start the process of meiosis. As we all know, meiosis is the cell division of gamete mother cell. So here also interphase will happen. So as we discussed interphase in our previous video, so here we are not going into that. We are start directly from the divisional phase. Now, the divisional phase of meiosis is very interesting and so much long. The meiosis cell division process consists of generally two type of cell division. One is meiosis 1, that is our today's lesson, and second is meiosis 2, about what we will discuss later. So, what happened in meiosis 1? In meiosis 1, there are also same process, like first of all the nuclear division or karyokinesis and the cytokinesis after the completion of karyokinesis. So, first of all, try to learn the complete nuclear division of meiosis 1. So, meiosis 1 nuclear division consists of 5 phases of nuclear division, but the first phase, which is prophase, is not only just important but critical and so much informative, because in meiosis prophase phase is consists of 5 subphase, which are the leptotin, zygotin, baccatin, diplotin and diakinesis. So you have to know why the prophase 1 is consists of so much subphase and what is the importance of all these subphase. So let's start. During meiosis 1, in prophase 1, the first subphase is leptotin. So try to understand the whole process from leptotin very clearly. In leptotin first, what happened? Throughout the prophase until diakinesis, the cell membrane remain intact. So in first phase in leptotin, I draw the cell membrane, and other subphase I do not draw the cell membrane, but in diakinesis it is the cell membrane. So how all this form appear, we will discuss thoroughly. Let's start. In leptotin, the chromosomes which appear as chromosome but not in prominent and dark form, they present in nucleus, and the two centriole starts moving towards the two pole of the chromosome of the cell. Okay, so in leptotin, what happened? In leptotin, the chromosome starts coiling and starts appearing, but the cell membrane, nuclear membrane, nucleolus remain intact, and astral ray start producing and the centrioles start moving towards the pole. This is leptotene phase. What happened in zygotine phase? In zygotine phase, this is the nuclear membrane, because nuclear membrane remain intact in zygotine phase. In zygotine phase, very essential event happened. What happened? The homologous chromosome starts come together and make a pair which is known as bivalent. So what is bivalent? Bivalent is the pair of two homologous chromosomes. Homologous means one chromosome from the set of mother chromosome and one chromosome from the sets of father chromosome. These two homologous chromosomes make a pair which is known as bivalent, or it is also called as tetrad. And these bivalent chromosomes are connected with each other with a protein-like structure which is known as synaptonymal complex. So what is synaptonymal complex? The protein present between two homologous chromosomes in zygotine phase that helps the homologous chromosome tight together. And the important thing is this homologous chromosome not bind with each other side by side. They actually remain in this form, ups and down form. So it is very important to understand. So this is synaptonymal complex. This pair of two chromosomes is known as bivalent. And another thing, the chromatids of each chromosome is known as sister chromatid, and the chromatids of two different chromosomes is known as non-sister chromatid. So zygotine is very important phase. I repeat the phase from beginning. In zygotine phase, nuclear membrane, nucleolus remain intact, number one. Number two, the homologous chromosome comes closer and remain ups and down with each other and make bond with synaptonymal complex, which is a protein, and these two chromosomes which produce a pair attached to its synaptonymal complex produce bivalent. So this is bivalent, and there are sister chromatids and non-sister chromatids. Okay, this is zygotine. So the next subphase of prophase phase 1 is Pachytene. It is the most important phase of the whole meiosis phase as well as the prophase 1. Why? In Pachytene phase, the chromosomes which are in paired form or in bivalent, the non-sister chromatid of each chromosome of bivalent start crossing each other. I repeat further, the non-sister chromatids of each bivalent starts crossing each other. So this is known as crossing over of the non-sister chromatid. Okay, next, during crossing over, this non-sister chromatid produce X-like structure, which is in Greek alphabet is known as chi, which is a Greek alphabet. With the similarities of this chi Greek alphabet, this crossing form is known as chiasma in singular, and in plural it is known as chiasmata. Clear now? So what is the necessity of this crossing over? Because we know meiosis happens in mother gamete cell to produce gametes. In producing gametes, higher class organism needs variation. To bring variation in genetic material, there is essential change needs in chromosome. So to bring the essential changes in chromosomes, the crossing over, or better to say recombination, happens through crossing over. So I repeat, in Pachytene, for the necessity of bringing recombination in chromosomes the crossing over happened. Clear? So what is crossing over? The exchange of the non-sister chromatids is known as crossing over by the formation of chiasma, which is in singular. In plural it is known as chiasmata. This is pachytene. What happened in diplotin? In diplotin, the crossing over region starts detached from their position. So that clearly notice the picture. Here the chiasma present at this place, but at this place it starts moving. So the change of the position of the connecting point of the non-sister chromatids or chiasma is known as terminalization. So this is terminalization. It occurs in diplotin phase. All other remain same. So after completion of diplotin, the nucleus enters into diakinesis. It is very important. In diakinesis, the nuclear membrane dissolves. So what I draw here, it is not the nuclear membrane. For your better understand, I change the color of the membrane. It is the cell membrane. So these all were nuclear membrane, but it is the cell membrane because in diplotin the nuclear membrane disappear, nucleolus disappear, and the terminalization is completed. If you compare these two pictures, you will clearly understand terminalization is completed, and the centriole present in two pole and the astral ray already produce the BEM fiber. That means we are going to metaphase 1. Okay, in metaphase 1, these chromosomes, if you see here, can you understand this, are arranged in as in mitosis in equatorial plane. So after arranged and become visible and prominent in metaphase 1, the astral which become BEMs attach these chromosomes with their centromere region. Okay, this is metaphase 1. After that, this BEM fiber starts pulling the chromosome towards the pole. Okay, and this is interchromosomal fiber. So this is anaphase 1, and this movement, as I know, as you know, which is called anaphasic movement. Okay, now carefully look at this point. The blue and black are simultaneous in presence because the recombination happens. This is the importance of the meiosis cell division or pachytene subphase or prophase. This is recombinant DNA. Better to say this, these are recombinant DNA. Okay, after completion of anaphase 1, the nucleus enters into telophase 1. What happened in telophase 1? In telophase 1, the equal number of the number of chromosomes which were equal first, but they start half in number, and the nuclear membrane reappear. What happened in leptotin? 1, 2, 3, 4 chromosome. But what happened in these two area? This is 2 chromosome, 2 chromosome. So what happened? The chromosome number become half in telophase. Chromosome number become half in telophase. That's why meiosis is known as reduction division. In meiosis, the chromosome number become half. After completion of telophase, in animal cell, a furrow produce and two separate cell produce. So at that moment it is not considered as telophase. What happened? It is cytokinesis. Okay, so in cytokinesis, 2 new cell produce with 2 nucleus, but the chromosome number is half. Here is 4. That means that whatever the cells of that organism become half. That's why meiosis is known as reduction division. After completion of cytokinesis in meiosis 1, the meiosis 2 starts. Here, what happened in meiosis 2? It is nothing but a mitosis cell division. So meiosis to cell division is nothing but a mitosis cell division. Here is 2 chromosome, here is 2 chromosome. From these 2 chromosomes contain cell, 2 more cell will produce from each cell. The total number will be 4 with equal number of chromosomes. So meiosis 1 is reduction division and meiosis 2 is not reduction division. It is compared with the mitosis division. When we later study 2 gamete production process of human, which is known as spermatogenesis in male body and oogenesis in female body, then we will see from each gamete mother cell of male and female 4. How many? 4 sperm and 4 egg will produce. So it is the most important point. By the total meiosis division, one complete cell which having diploid sets of chromosome produce 4 number of cell. This is the ultimate process of meiosis. I think this explanation will help to understand meiosis. I know it is very complex, but if you get any benefit from this video and if you raise any kind of doubts, you can write me on comment box, and if you like this video, then please press on the like button and subscribe my channel and share this video if you like. Thank you.